Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Fnatic's turn to ban. Radiant team pick. Fnatic's turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Fnatic and tearing, and we are right into it. But yes, Fnatic on the dire side, tearing on the Radiant side, and we've got ourselves a Darkseer and a Gyrocopter. Or Fnatic.
Fnatic's turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
Did I? Ooh. Okay, so we got ourselves Invoker ban as well as the Faceless Void. We've seen a lot of Faceless Void, even though yesterday it didn't really work out for all the teams that we casted. Juggernaut removed as well as Nature's Prophet, Slaughter and Night Stalker. We're like the Slaughter and Night Stalker ban. It's kind of like in the same line. They just ban out all the offliners basically. Faceless Void also one of the offliners banned. But Darkseer already picked up there by Fnatic. So they are already sorted for Ohio's offlaner. The Mushi's Gyrocopter pick up there as well. So Shaman removed on the side of tearing. I kind of like the Tusk Queen of Pain. It promises a lot of action this game. Or I hope. I have casted Fnatic yesterday, by the way, but I've not casted tearing before, so I'm kind of curious to see how they'll do here, as it is. I mean, it's a lot of familiar names, right? With Ice, Ling, Yamate.
10 seconds remaining.
All in there. But yeah, Queen of Pain Tusk, very aggressive, very mobile, and I think that's something that Fnatic is gonna need to be able to deal with. Rubik is a really good hero to deal with all that mobility. I mean, if someone snowballs in on someone else, we're gonna point that out, then Rubik can lift that target, lift that Tusk, and make sure that he doesn't get anything else off. There's the Surge Away, of course, but Gyrocopter also needs to have some extra control there to help him be able to just stand there and get all his shots off. Rubik is a good one to help him with that one. Curious to see if we're going to see some dual lanes here today, or if we're going to have a tri-lane coming out from the teams. I kind of prefer the dual lanes lately, mostly because, well, how did I say that? In a way I like tri-lanes because that has support free up for rotation, right? Just because you can leave the tri-lane and have it be a dual lane and have the other guy there just for roaming, or at least have a chance to go for a roaming gank. But with dual lanes, you get yourself some more experience, and you at least make sure you don't lose the lanes, and all too much lately, I mean yesterday. All too much yesterday, we've seen a team lose a lane and then not able to get back on it because they didn't have a way of doing that. So I'm talking about movement and how Fnatic is going to deal with that. Well, Disruptor is the ultimate hero to prevent movement, to make movement work in your advantage. Just glimpse him back. You can't run away, you can't blink away, you're gonna get glimpse back. Preferably into a Static Storm if you're Queen of Pain, so you can't blink out again. And it's also really good against that Lina just to get that silence up in there. And I really like that pickup, as well as if there is a team of heroes snowballing in, you can just make sure that you get those into the kinetic field and make sure that...
Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining.
The
Fanatics
strongest.
turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
I'm not convinced by Lifestealer. Let's be real here. When have we seen him work last? We actually have seen him work recently. It's just the moment that his rage ends. If Disruptor has the vision, he's gotta get glimpsed back.
Fanatics
Yeah, he can rage and walk out of the kinetic field, but is that really gonna be enough?
Radiant team pick.
Are they not just gonna kite him around? Templar sets and picked up for Fnatic, so you get yourself your mid-1 hero. For tearing, I mean, it's all up in the air still if that Lina has a support, but it definitely looks like it will be. There's a big chance for that.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Five seconds remaining.
Yeah, guys, for people wondering, and otherwise there would not be any coverage inside the game client because BTS doesn't cast from the in-game client for the qualifiers. That is all organized by PGL, because if it wasn't for them, there wouldn't be any in-game coverage, in-game English coverage, that is, in the client. So, that is the reason. I have a pause instantly, wouldn't be a pause without it. And because I was slightly distracted there, I kind of missed the last pick. We'll see it picked up soon enough. We can go over who is playing what before then, and get our camera sorted. There you go. Okay, so for Fnatic, they'll be playing from the Dire side this game. We have mid-1 playing the Templar Assassin. Percy or DJ will play the Rubik, support Mushi on the Gyrocopter, Ohio on his Darkseer, and Net on the Disruptor. It's all very straightforward for Fnatic. You got a safe tri lane, you got a mid, you got your offlane. Rubik and Disruptor can rotate around and try to get that kill somewhere else. Now, if Queenpin is mid, which we're gonna assume that she is, she's actually a very difficult target to try and take down. So they're gonna when they smoke, which I believe they will. They're gonna try to hope that Viper be mid. Viper is normally Viper is not an easy target to take down, but at least he can't blink away, right? There's that. We'll find out who's laning where. Yamate will play the Queen of Pain. It will be Ice on the Viper. Lina, played by MY. Played by Ling. 343 playing the Tusk, and Ben on the Lifestealer as a Tusk, or rather Viper disconnected from the game straight away. But yeah, that means that we're probably gonna see Viper mid, and that is at least someone that can't blink away, so we're gonna see if they can do enough damage if the rotation comes in. And I mean, I'm saying that the rotation is gonna come in. But that's obviously something that Taryn also is aware of that could definitely happen and also will be preparing for. And that means that we're going to see rotations coming in from Taryn as well to try and help that out. People carrying early teleport scrolls to make sure that they can come to the assistance of the Viper. And the thing about Viper is, yeah, he can't blink away, but he is still fairly tanky, so they need quite a bit of damage to take him down, and it might take a little time. And that will make sure that there is at least some time for someone to teleport in and hope that they'll be there in time to help that Viper. Gotta love those pauses at the start of the game, guys. Where was I again? Easy. Just making sure that I tried to clear my nose a bit, because having a cold is not the greatest. Especially not when you're trying to talk the whole time, so it's actually almost gone. At least the nose cold is. Yesterday I casted a lot more than I thought I would, which makes my voice be the way it is right now, fortunately. But also that it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it sounds, guys. And I'm drinking tea as well, so I should be okay as long as I don't go crazy. And that's mostly up to the teams. No, my plan is to basically, obviously I don't have a co-caster as well, so to basically make sure that I'm having a good time and I'm just enjoying talking about the game, and hopefully you will have a good time because of that as well. Fairly straightforward, fairly simple. And I hope that the teams will comply with that as well. And just show me a nice game of Dota to wake up with. And basically smooth out my voice a bit, because it will get better during the day. It looks like I might be casting 9 games, which I wasn't really... The schedule is a bit weird. On the schedule that we got, it said that 2 semi-finals will be played alongside each other, but at this point it looks like they'll be played. Where did he go? Oh, he's online, so he should be here soon. Oh, there he is! I was wondering where the Viper is, but he's sitting like on the ground, like over there. He's just still coming in from the fountain. Lol. Oh, now he's there. Oh, now he's there. Oh my god. They swapped actually. I still play Lifestealer and Ben will play the Viper. Nice career. I like that one a little bit better though. I really like the Prismatic Drake. One of the first ones there, and it never stops being bad. Mid one, getting spoiled a bit with a Tango and a Sentry Ward. Putting on 500 gold, we'll get the fast bottle up. So everybody will rotate around. Doesn't look like we're gonna have a bit of a skirmish for a rune. It's like pretty straightforward. That top rune will be taken by Fnatic, bottom rune by tearing. At least at this point it looks that way. There was a very early ward coming out from Fnatic. And we were able to place that one. And then instantly move away. And there it goes.
To battle.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done on this ward as well. Very early on, and I believe that this got pinged out as well. If they can counter that Observer Ward too, that would mean no vision for Fnatic. Quite a while, so I'm curious to see how that's gonna go down. Can actually get that. That would be such a big loss.
The battle begins.
But yeah, runes go the way I said they would because really there's no other way. Actually gonna let Viper get the rune. Templar doesn't get the rune. Lifestealer indeed has a Sentry and a Tango. Yeah, they get that one too. Well played for perhaps Fnatic slightly predictable in their warding style, in their warding pattern, and tiring, just doing their homework, knowing where the first wards of Fnatic normally are placed. Though they did have, I believe, an advantage on seeing where it was placed with the help of that, or at least saw him walk back. Lifestealer offlane though, this is going to be a tricky one for him because he's going to have his rage, so in a way he has a bit of an escape. But as you just saw, they can basically just punch him. Which is what they did, and then he has to back off. It's that simple. As Darkseer is a bit more of a hero that can do it a bit easier, that can be on the... that can survive a bit easier on the offlane, and has an easier time farming the camp with the Iron Shell there as well, as we do see Lifestealer trying to farm the camp here too. It makes it a bit easier for offlaners to survive and maybe get that level 2 if they feel like they need it, because Feast leveled first by Lifestealer means that he won't be having that rage, which is his escape mechanism for that top lane. Mid lane we do have indeed a Viper taking on the Templar Assassin, which is a very favorable matchup for Viper. As you can see, Refraction is not going to do anything, and I'm actually surprised to see the mid one is leveling up that Refraction because, excuse me? Hello, Rubik. You might wanna be careful here, cause he's got boots, which is nice, but he does take a lot of damage from that Lifestealer. And Ice has perfect vision over him, so he sees him coming back, and he can hit him once more. He can hit him once before Chrissy actually knows what's happening, as Rubik will be able to take the bounty rune at least. The Templar Assassin is not going to have an easy time here in mid. Does have a fast bottle, which is really good. Sitting on 13 last hits. With only 9 so far for Ben, but I'm expecting Ben to kind of get ahead later on. And everybody annoying everybody's offlane as 343. It's also annoying Ohio here. There is a creep wave that is fairly close to... I'm kind of surprised to see that the Darkseer is not coming out of the lane. Actually going back to base, both of the offlaners being very careful. Lifestealer actually went into the jungle, and that means we have ourselves a free farm. Ooh, almost locked in. Double damage can be very painful there. But Ohio will be okay. This Queen of Pain safe lane. We did have Queen of Pain safe lanes yesterday, and they were successful, I think at least one of the times, so not all bad. But if you compare Queen of Pain to Gyrocopter and what they can do with the farm that they're getting, because both are getting free farm, and then the difference is who can do most with the farm. Oh, Rubik coming in, has got a lift available here. Will not go for it though. Too risky. Also, we do have ourselves a Tusk sitting on the backside there, so. Oh, you were just not fast enough. And, well, actually, I think he also got spotted out with that one. What the hell?
Got it.
What was that? What was that bird, guys? Vulture. Never noticed that vulture. Okay, Rune. Sorry for the zoom awkwardness. Okay, Rune. At least, I mean, you can get your refraction out more, but what's your refraction gonna do? As you can see, there's a few levels with poison and sack, and the refraction is gone. In the meantime, Darkseer getting level 4 here. We can compare him to the Lifestealer, see how he does. Lifestealer is a little bit behind. Again, thinking, oh, wait, the lift was there this time. Ben, very far away. There is a TP out though. Oh, DJ, you are actually so dead. They might be able to go for more, but no, that is the risk of trying to go for the Viper. Yeah, you can try and take him down, but it can just take too long. And then in comes Tusk, and down you go. Rubik knew what was happening too. He just decided, shit, I'm in too deep. I'm teleporting out here. But by that time, it's too much damage he took. And first blood goes the way of tearing. The lanes aren't really all that exciting, guys, I have to admit. We've got ourselves, obviously, free offlane on the top lane, free offlane on the bot lane, as in they're gonna try to get most of their farm from the jungle, and only from when the lane is actually pushing out. But generally, yeah, this is not the most, like, the mid lane is the most exciting, and that says something if you're talking about a Viper being the most exciting hero. So again, with no, Templar Assassin is a good one for that, but Viper versus Templar Assassin matchup is normally not the most exciting one because it's a fairly predictable one. Yeah, they see the rotation coming in though. They do block the Ancients. DJ? Nah, I'm not going for that. I'm just coming out to show his face. 29 to 10. But even though mid 1 is getting harassed a lot, still keeping up in last days with the Viper, which I think is a really important point. So we know mid 1 is a fairly new player to the competitive scene, fairly new mid player, and it's really fun to see how he does in all these matchups. We saw him yesterday on the Invoker twice. He had one really good game with that, and has had a bit of a struggle with another game on the Invoker as well. But it's really fun to see that
Radiant's top tower is
he's
under
actually
attack.
able to do this. As Ling comes into the side, but they ping her out. They know she's there. She's not the only one there, by the way. Ice is there as well as 343, and Mushi pinged out Ling, and they're gonna be. How do they see that? They just see the trees disappear, perhaps. Meet him, Darkseer is giving Queen of Pain the run around. It's decided to teleport out. Yamate won't be getting a kill anytime soon there. Too tricky target to take down. But Yamate is level 7 right now, has got that Sonic Wave, and I'm curious to see if she's gonna rotate or if she's just. There's two options, right? She can rotate or continue to get free farm. And normally you want to try to see, like,
Dire's middle
first
tower
rotation.
is
If it's
under
not
attack.
successful, obviously the better choice would have been to continue to get free farm. As in the meantime, on the top lane, the Snowball was there, up on the Disruptor, and they will be able to take that kill. The TP out for the Tusk is already there. He went home straight away. Good kill coming out from
Dire's
Tari.
middle tower is under attack.
No rotation yet from the Queen of Pain. But yeah, the thing that I was saying is it's mostly says something about the state of mind of the team and how they feel this game is gonna go. So if they're gonna be focusing the Queen of Pain on the continuing to farm, it kind of says what type of game they want to play. Want to play the farming game, want to play the more late game, and just feel like they're not entirely ready to actually try and make things happen. They're pretty happy with the way things are going right now. And to be honest, they should be there. Viper is doing well in mid lane. Yeah, TA is keeping up, but at least Ben is in
Radiant's top tower has
no danger of dying, and he got first blood, so he's quite happy, and he's actually doing good there. As the TA is a bit higher on net worth, that's because she just took a bit of a stack for the ancients. Lifestealer is a bit of the odd one there. Oh, hello. As that is a hero that we don't normally have. Curious to see when they feel like he is ready to join the fray in terms of fighting, as he has got himself a nice golem. Also got the Iron Talon to help him with the jungling, but for now it's just a golem ready to annoy people, which is nice block. Which is gonna be yeah, it's gonna be fun, quote unquote. All this time that he's spending in this golem, by the way, he's not farming, he's not getting anything else. He's just being annoying. He's taking quite a bit of damage, but at the moment he's just being a nuisance. He's just being that annoying player that people generally dislike. Doesn't matter which team he is. If he's on your team, you'll dislike him because you don't feel like he's doing anything. If he's on the enemy team, you'll be annoyed at him because you can't actually do that much against him, because it takes too long to take the stupid golem down. But he's getting a lot of information here with the vision that he gets. In the meantime, Viper gets gone upon, cooldown coming there as well, and that is Ben down. Tries to make something happen there with a Temper Assassin, but he won't be going down today. Mushi rotating before the Queen of Pain does. I say that Queen of Pain did show up mid, but it was just a bit too late to try and help out that Viper there. But looks like they're rotating towards the bottom lane, perhaps wanted to try and take out the tier 1 tower. But that's a good first target to go for. Just get those.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Get those towers out of the way. Yamate coming in, blink on cooldown for the moment. Does get glimpse back as well. Uses herself up in the air and will not be able to blink away because the vacuum was perfectly timed there. Very well played by Ohio's Darkseer. And they will not be able to take the tower for now, but the Queen of Pain kill is pretty big. With that and the kill on the Viper, I'd say Fnatic is looking good to get ahead. It's that simple. To gain some map control, and that's the most important thing. If you have a this is a fairly slow game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So if you wanna get ahead right now, you do that by trying to get the map control, by trying to punish everybody that comes in the wrong side of the map, like this Viper right here, who tries to make something happen, but it's not enough. He'll end up dropping 4 heroes from Fnatic in that mid lane to punish him for crossing the river. We also have very deep wards coming out from Fnatic. One up on the high ground at the shrine.
Radiant's middle
used to be an
tower
altar. No, it's a shrine. We'll say it's a shrine, and also one in the Radiant jungle. Deep wards, or decently deep wards coming out from Terran as well, but they can't really act on it because they need the Queen of Pain to do that. Queen of Pain, yes, has a use right now, but hasn't had the biggest impact with the amount of farm she had, and that's what I was saying earlier on in the game. Gyrocopter just has a bit more impact with free farm, I feel, compared to Queen of Pain. Although I would actually have said that Queen of Pain has a bit more impact earlier on in the game, while Gyrocopter will be able to make it last longer and be more useful a longer time. But obviously, with the rotations that this Gyrocopter has been doing, Mushi has been quite invaluable. And we have got ourselves a possible gank coming out. Yules to set up for Alina stun. The burst damage is there as well. They've got the Sonic Wave, they got the Laguna Blade, and I think they got their mindset on the Gyrocopter. But Gyrocopter is already teleporting out, goes to the bottom lane, and right now Net is the only one left there, and he is fine. Also because it seems like Yamate and Ling are aware that they're not getting anything anymore. Oh god. You know, this dragon actually kind of embodies Lifestealer right now. Look at his tongue. Look at his silly face. That's exactly what I'm thinking of Lifestealer right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He does have a bit of a silly face, doesn't he?
Radiant structures are fortified.
5 heroes of Fnatic. Oh, not going down. Just Rubik
Radiant's
accompanying the
bottom tower
Templar
has fallen.
Assassin towards the rune. But yeah, 3 heroes were on the bot lane pushing the tower. They did get that one. After that, the Darkseer
Dire's
teleported
middle
to the
tower
top
is
lane.
under
Has
attack.
got a mechanism now as well.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And Terran is just looking for openings, looking for times when they can actually go and fight and do
Dire's
something.
middle
They do get
tower
the
has
tier 1 in the
fallen.
mid lane. Yamate blinking forward aggressively because they really want to try to get someone. They have got the dragon there for the vision. They do take out Quick Wave there,
Dire's
but
middle tower is under attack.
they're just not able to find kills or pickoffs or anything. Look at these. Look at
Radiant's
the
top
vision, by the
tower
way.
is
They did
under
smoke on the
attack.
reward, but look at the vision of the Radiant side. There are 2 wards fairly close to each other just to try to be as aggressive as they possibly
Radiant's
can.
bottom tower is under attack.
As they smoke and come back towards the middle lane. Templar Assassin sticking to the sidelines. Do believe that Fnatic should have seen that the smoke was there. Are they actually gonna fight this? Nice ward counter. Rubik stuck in position. Snowball coming onto Net. Getting punched as well. Is it enough? The Static Storm is there as well. Use up in the air on the Templar Assassin, but he'll be okay by the looks of things. And it will be the Tusk who bought him first that will end up going down. Maybe they can get this Black Dragon as well. Nope. Nope. He'll just live. No, they're actually looking for this. They found Alina as well. Stood under the trap. Nice light strike array. Stopped to Rubik, who would be able to pick her up. But the kinetic field is still there as well to call down Laguna Blade. Not enough. Kill off Chrissy. And the Lifestealer finally lets go of his dragon, ready to take someone else.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain. Feeling that her impact on this game is kind of lackluster so far. She has tried to rotate with her Yules, but it's just not paid off. On the Viper with the mechanism, if you build a mechanism on Viper first, which you know is an obvious item to build, but you kind of expect them to see people group up around that Viper and start pushing. Yeah, they took down the mid tower, but they stopped as they kind of wanted to find a fight and didn't find it, and then they stopped and went back to their lanes to try and farm. Maybe they should try to go for the other tier 1 towers and get some of that map control back, as there's a smoke coming out from Fnatic here on this bottom lane. I mean, we see the minimap. Good luck trying to find target here. There's ooh, this is a counter smoke by the looks of things. Waiting for maybe some information of the ancient Thunderhide. Oh, wait a second, they find each other. The Tusk again is the first target. Owners being called for Fnatic. Glimpse back. Did it call down? 2 people there. Mushi already taking a lot of damage though, and they will be able to take him down. In the meantime, Sonic Wave comes out. Maybe Yamate can make something happen here as Viper looks for targets. Still has that mechanism as well. MMY still alive as well. It is mid 1 that has not got a refraction. Does have some bottle charges, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Chrissy, Light Strike Array also hits upon Ohio. Ohio uses the mechanism straight away. They will be able to pick up the leader. But is it enough? It's a question. Templar Assassin falls in Ohio, no more mechanism, and he can't do anything but try to run, but he won't be able to as they look for the Rubik. Rubik was able to get a double kill by picking off the
Radiant's
Viper in the
bottom
end,
tower is
but
under attack.
no matter. 4-2, 4-3 rather, in favor of Taring. And that wasn't even anything planned. That wasn't even a smoke gank. They didn't use the smoke on the Tusk. They just walked high ground, which in theory should always be in favor of the guys, of people standing up on the low ground. On the high ground rather, but in this case, not so much. Too deep for Fnatic. And giving away just slightly too much there, I believe. A Lifestealer, by the way, came out of his Thunderhead. How about that, huh? Yeah. He hasn't died yet, he's been involved in 5 kills. I shouldn't complain about the Lifestealer. But I am, because it's oh god. It feels a bit of a trolley Lifestealer, guys. That's the thing. He's going for a Radiance, and he's in a Golem again. It's that kind of Lifestealer. I don't even know how they can warrant that. But it works out so far. I say so far because we'll see if Fnatic lets them get away with that. Ethan ends up on the Rubik. And we also got ourselves a Desolator and the Asha down for mid. But I haven't really looked at items all that much. To look if the supports kind of match up for that one. Dina so far only picked up a ring health. And Tusk has the urn.
Where's my
The pings come out left and right, but Tusk by himself can't really do that much.
Roshan has
Okay,
fallen
in comes
to
the
the
Golem. Look at the Golem. Golem. Are they? No. Golem just standing there because he can. I feel like I could just focus on this Golem. And you having a good time too. Even if it was only to point out the silliness of it all. This is Golem. This is Lifestealer. This is our game now, guys. Sure. I hope that my pubs don't copy that all too much. But Fnatic, after that loss of the fighting that they had in Radiant Jungle, they seem to be a bit more wary of taking any fights. They do get the map control still, though. They do get the farming space, as Mushi is actually farming the Radiant Jungle right now. Has got himself the Sanjin Yasha almost done.
illusion?
Pain almost got her Ags done, by the way. 300 gold away. I'm wondering what Taring's plan is, as they just won that fight, obviously, without actually initiating it themselves. They didn't get the Aegis. Aegis goes the way of Fnatic, so in theory you kind of don't want to fight until the Aegis is down. But they soon have their items. I mean, like I said, the Axe is almost there for the Queen of Pain. You got the BKB almost there for the Viper. And perhaps when they have both of those items, they want to try and make something happen. Can they finally kill that Golem, please? No? Okay. Damn it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Trying to push her back,
Radiant
push back the wave.
structures are fortified.
Yeah, like trying to use that Aegis, as there will be another Black Dragon. Oh god. He looks very happy though. I have to give it that. Look at this dragon. Happy and dumb. Okay. They got that dragon. You just walk away from that one. Glimpse back onto Lina. Lina already dead. They look for the Viper as well. He gets his mechanism out and gets put in a snowball. Sonic Wave hits up on 3 with the mechanism.
Radiant's middle tower
Make
is
sure that the
under
damage
attack.
is done. Slightly nullified, and it will be the Tusk that ends up going down together the Viper as they snowball into everybody of Fnatic. Queen of Pain blinks away, and the dragon finally jumps out, or rather, Lifestealer jumps out of his dragon, and then you see problem that this Lifestealer has of being fairly squishy, but next
Radiant's
time at
middle
least
tower
he'll
is
have a
under
Radiance.
attack.
But again, he is still
Radiant's
very
middle
squishy,
tower has fallen.
and Rage won't help you against a Templar Assassin with a Desolator. The 3 extra kills going the way of Fnatic. Tearing lose their tier 1 tower.
Dire's bottom tower is
That as
under
well.
attack.
And good fight for Fnatic. It's all reactive gaming from Tearing, but perhaps with the Radiance, we might see a difference.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
When is Tearing gonna make their
Radiant's
move?
bottom tower is under attack.
After the age is over, surely. We'll be over soon. We'll be gone in like a few
Radiant's
minutes.
bottom tower has fallen.
Fnatic is making the most out of this Aegis though, and I normally really like that.
Dire's
And I still
top
do.
tower has fallen.
It's just Tearing is not offering any counterweight there, and
Radiant's bottom
just
tower
making this
is
a
under
little bit
attack.
tough to
Radiant
watch.
structures are fortified.
Viper, can you glimpse back? Does Fnatic want to fight this? It doesn't look like it. Those would have to deal with the Radiant's Ancient Hide. I mean, it's not bad. It makes Fnatic miss too, even though they are going for BKB. Yeah, the Aegis is gone, so Tearing knows that. Hiding behind the Viper. Fnatic, though, are all together. So if they find them, they might not mind a fight. Viper has to be careful that it's not too obvious that they're gonna bait. Same time, looks like we're gonna have a smoke from Fnatic as well. Smoke on smoke action here as the one smoke already ends, or rather, didn't warrant a fight. There's the Ancient Hide. Can he actually pick him off? No, the miss is there. They don't find anybody. Alright guys, inside the game client. There's unfortunately no way to mute my microphone inside the game client, so I don't have a way to stop them from hearing me blowing my nose, but at least on stream you don't hear that. There's no other way. If there's actually people watching inside the game client, which, you know, remains to be seen. But we can't say that, we can see that. Somewhere that's very relaxing. Don't have to care for viewer numbers. Just doing my own thing. I am very curious, guys, what you think about this Lifestealer way of play. You like that? Because, I mean, isn't it a little bit silly? Have I not watched Southeast Asian Dota enough to not know that this is maybe a trend? Sorry. Lina goes down when Fnatic is on the way to try and kill off the Thunderhide, because that's exactly what they're planning on doing. They got the Lifestealer out, who jumps in a creep, but the creep's already dead as well, and that is a Lifestealer down. That's how fast he can go, because yeah, he's got a Radiance, but he is still so squishy. And they got the Lina on the way there. Strong pick up there as well. Lina does have a buyback. This game is still very weird for me because it feels like Queen of Pain still didn't do as much as she wanted to. It feels like they're playing a game that doesn't really fit their heroes. Put it that way. Look at how fast this tower is going down with the Installator from the Temper Assassin. Comes the shards, just being annoying. They want to go up the high ground again. Lifestealer is back up. They might not want to, but they got the tier 3. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah. They back off. Just a safe push. Take a look at the items, see if we have something new. We have the Lifestealer going for the Vlads. Lina now has her Aether Lens done. Queen of Pain sitting on 2k gold with the Viper having his BKB done, but hasn't had any build up to a new item since. He's had that BKB for a little while. This Gyrocopter is thinking big. It's a butterfly for Mushi. Well, you know, eventually, because I say eventually, but he's actually very close. Already has the Eagle Song. Brissy going for an Ags, of course. Templar Assassin, sitting on 1900 gold. Well, at this point, they're just Fnatic just has the freedom to do whatever they want. It feels they have full map control. Not by wards per se, as you can see on the minimap that they only have 2 observer wards and one very deep inside the jungle with where is that? Where is that Radiant observer ward? I see it on the minimap, but I don't see it.
Has fallen to the dire.
That's an observer ward for the Radiant, guys. It's missing, but it's there. You can't see it. This Roshan got taken once again by Fnatic. TA with the Aegis. Nice drawing from Rubik. Kill mid tier 1 tower, rotate bottom to take down a Rex. But yeah, the wards on Fnatic side doesn't really say that they have full map control, but they are allowed this game to do whatever they want. And that's mostly because Taring lets them. Sorry, oh, I will switch back to the vision of all teams. Taring seems to let them. Their smoke gangs haven't been very decisive. They did go for some smoke gangs, but they never really left their own jungle. They just tried to find if someone was in their jungle. And then backed off when they didn't find anybody fast enough. And it feels like they're buying time for something. But what are they buying time for?
Double damage.
Who are they buying time for? It's not like they have a lineup of which I would say that they would win late game. That's the problem with their playstyle. They like I said, they play like they are playing a different game. Snowball coming out there. The punch is still there, but I don't think it matters. Templar Assassin with a double damage rune. Brutal.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nice positioning for Mushi. I do believe that they see him though.
Middle tower has fallen.
Middle tower is there. Can I take down this Thunderhead? No, they're just gonna walk up the high ground though. Now I see the ward. There we go. Oh. Ben, gotta be careful there. Nice Sonic Wave though. It's up on 2, but the vacuum wall is there. Mechanism not in time to save up Mushi. And perhaps this is the fight that Taring was waiting for. They get out of the base. They look for Net. They look for Rubik. They get both. And Ohio has to be careful here. Mid 1 is still alive, still doing it, still trying to pick up everybody by himself. He's like a one-man army right now. He doesn't have his Aegis anymore, and he's not able to get the kill. And that is what Terran was waiting for. Fnatic to overextend. They take down the gyrocopter before he could even say boo or ba. Doesn't even use his BKB. Sonic Wave perfectly positioned by Yamate. Exactly what they needed to do. This is maybe the beginning of the comeback for Terran. Maybe I spoke too soon. Not even a...
Illusion.
Very, very, very small amount of damage done to the Rex, but... Was it just positioning? Was it just that they were underestimating Terran? I think the latter is the case. They could have played it safe and just go high ground with the Templar Assassin, and you know, go for the racks. Just take it slow. But instead they just all went in, grouped up. Made it very easy for Lina and Queen of Pain to get the max out of their damage. Now, even though Terran just won a big fight, they're still playing fairly careful, fairly defensive in terms of their positioning and where they're actually farming. The only one far out is the Queen of Pain. Let's see what Lifestealer is doing. Oh, he's sitting in it. Okay. Yeah. He's actually doing quite okay in terms of net worth as well. He's able to keep up with the Darkseer on the farming Thunderhide, of course. So the Vice up for Ohio though, and that might make the difference. If they can jump, Queen of Pain or Viper, preferably Viper. Actually, make sure that mechanism is also out of play. Yeah, then they might be able to do something. And perhaps Fnatic wants to wait until the Aegis is back up, or until they find a pick-off, perhaps.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Lifestealer picked up straight away. Down he goes. Very fast reactions from Chrissy. Not giving the Lifestealer any chance to use rage. And with Lifestealer dead, no buyback for him either. Fnatic charging mid.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Surge up.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Indeed. Ancients do go down really fast against this Templar Assassin. This Lifestealer strat might not be the best one. They get a stun up on the Viper, and the Hex is there as well. Can they take him down? The Snowball down might be able to save him, but the Tusk and Viper both end up going down. Templar Assassin gets Alina there as well. Yamate still has a Sonic Wave waiting for him.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
though
attack.
wants to wait for that perfect fight. Wants to wait for the fight that they can actually take, rather than just using it to have used it and try to make Fnatic back off. The mechanism is used on the side of Fnatic as well.
Radiant's middle
the tower goes down, still 3 people dead, they just can go take another lane of racks. Yamate. Okay, well, BKB with Lifestealer in there as well. Can they take down Mushi? Mushi doesn't have his BKB anymore, takes a lot of damage, but gets Glimmer Tape for the moment. Will be living for the moment, and it might turn around. Goes for the Lifestealer. Now Queen of Pain in the kinetic field, hexed up, and it is a wipe. Both Lifestealer and Queen of Pain end up going down. I know that they felt like they should have gone. They almost got Mushi, but even if they got Mushi, they still would have died themselves. They still didn't get the Templar Assassin, and they still would have lost the Rex. So perhaps not really worth it trying to go for that play right there. 2 lanes of Rex down, and Fnatic getting ahead.
The mysteries renew me.
And with that fight, they're 20k gold ahead. 20k experience ahead, rather. In terms of gold, they're a little bit more ahead. Fnatic seemingly being given an easy game here. It just feels odd to me, guys, this game. I mean, we're watching the semifinals of the winners bracket. Teams that made it through the qualifiers. But the difference in skill seems to be fairly big here between these two teams. And it's not saying that Terry is bad, it's just that they don't seem decisive in their actions. They don't seem decisive in what they do and where they go and what their game plan is. Perhaps they can still prove me wrong. I have Sealer. He's checking on the Queen of Pain. See if they can make something happen. They've got the Shiva's Guard as well. They know they want to go for Mushi. Ooh! Nice blink away. They still see Yamate though. And they hex him up. There's no way out. Lifestealer will come out. Might be able to make something happen, but the cooldown is still there. And Isis just ends up melting. Kinetic Field, Static Storm catches two. Queen of Pain already dead. And now Viper alive here together with the Tusk. Tusk though, I mean, he's just tickling people from the backside. That doesn't even work. GG is called. Fnatic take a very convincing game one here in this winners bracket semi-finals.
Fnatic victory.
Fnatic victory. There you go, guys. Let's see if Terran can take it back in game 2. They need to have a game plan that they're more comfortable with, because it wasn't... I don't feel like they got outdrafted. I like their plan, but they just didn't do anything with it. They didn't do anything with their heroes. Very frustrating to watch. Sorry. But well played to Fnatic. They played it really well. They just used the space given to them, which was a lot.